Today I'm going to talk to you about testing Facebook ads and running ads to a webinar. My name is James Booth and you are watching episode number 4 of Daily Marketing Hut Live. So yeah, hope you're all good this morning. I'm off out to Kidderminster this afternoon, which should be alright. So it does mean I've got to get all my work done this morning. But yeah, whack through that and then we'll get on with it. As always, I've got 3 questions to share with you today. Before we get into that, I just want to give you a quick update. If you watched yesterday's episode, you'll know that I'm currently reading How to Become a Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. And yesterday I shared a tip, I think, and today I've read on, and I think it'd be quite cool to just kind of, share a tip with you daily as I read on. It'll help me remember what I've learned and hopefully give value to you watching this as well. So today he was talking about the 5 things that you need to become a key person of influence, and he broke it down into sort of, let's say, 5 things, 5 P's he gave, and I'll quickly run through them so you know what you need to become a key person of influence. So number 1, first thing you need is the perfect pitch. So you need to be able to communicate clearly what it is you do. And he will go, I guess, into more detail on each of these points, so bear with me and I will go through over the next few days. I'll get into more detail of these points. But yeah, first one is you need to be able to clearly communicate what it is you do. Second is you need to publish content. So if you're just sitting there consuming content and not putting anything out there, start doing it. Because published content creates authority and it's essentially your real estate online. So it's the reason I'm doing these videos every day. And with these videos, to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing them live on Facebook. They're then being saved to my phone when I'm uploading them to YouTube. From YouTube, I'm then sharing them across Instagram and Twitter. It's my whole content strategy, as well as uploading it onto my blog where I've got a written post answering the questions in written form. So from doing one live video on Facebook, that's given me real estate on Facebook, YouTube, my blog, and I can build an audience and share that across Instagram and Twitter. So start publishing content and getting it out there. The syndication method I just mentioned was taught to me by Dan Meredith. Highly recommend you checking him out. He's got a Facebook group, free Facebook group called Coffee with Dan. Check him out there because he is a great business coach essentially. So yeah, publish content. Third, you need a product. So Daniel says that as long as you're selling your time for money, you're never going to be a key person of influence. You need to turn your skill set into an asset, and the reason you need to do that is because as long as you're kind of selling time for money, you're not scalable. You can't scale that. As soon as you've got a product that you can sell, you can scale it, and with scalability, you become a key person of influence. 4th is your profile, so you need to be known, liked and trusted in your industry. And finally, the 5th point he said is partnership. So you need to be able to leverage relationships and create like win-win situations, beneficial relationships. So yeah, that's what I learned today. Hopefully you picked up something from that. Like I say, hopefully over the next few days I'll be reading more on those 5 points and I'll be sharing them on these videos. But for now, let's get into the questions that I have prepared. As always, there's a thumbs up icon below this video. If you keep on tapping it, it'll pop them across my screen, let me know that you're enjoying this. And if you've got anyone on your friends list, or if you're in any Facebook groups that could benefit from this conversation or from this video, please share it out. I'd really appreciate that. So the questions we've got. Question 1. Everyone seems to have different formulas and approaches that work best for them, but how do you personally split test your ads? So it's all to do with Facebook advertising. When you're running ads, it's not a case of just putting one ad up there and letting it run. You need to be testing them. So every campaign I'll set up, I'll have like 15, 20 different ads and slowly turn them off until I'm running maybe 2 or 3. To start with, okay, so how do I kind of start testing? To start with, I will create 1 or 2 different ads and test those out across multiple different audiences. So maybe I'll want to target business coaches or health coaches. choose different audiences, and I'll get specific on one target audience. And what I'll do is I'll set up, say, 5-10 different audiences, testing out the different images, and whichever's the cheapest, whichever's converting at the best price, that's the one I'll run with. And the reason I want to get specific on an audience is because then I can tailor my message towards that audience. So rather than just having an ad promoting an offer to coaches, I can have an ad promoting an offer to business coaches, and all the main benefits the business coaches are going to get from that offer I can convey in my ad and in my marketing. So that is my first step, is to get one specific audience on good. I'm happy with targeting, and the next step is to test out messages. So I just mentioned kind of messaging. Once I'm nailed in on one specific audience, I'll then take, say, 3 different benefits of the offer I'm promoting and create ads each conveying that particular message. Again, run those for a few days, and whichever one's the cheapest price, I'll take that. And that's when I'll start kind of testing out the finer details, like different headlines, different images, different copy. But yeah, that's how I will test out my ad campaigns. First up the audience, second the messaging, then the finer details. Question 2. How long in advance should I set my Facebook ads up before my webinar? Okay, yeah, anywhere between 7 to 14 days, I'd say. If you've never ran the webinar before, if it's like brand new, I would get it in that 10 to 14 day range, just so you've got a bit of time to test things out. You do want to give yourself like 4 or 5 days just to test things out before scaling up your budget. If you've tested the webinar, I can't talk today. Let me have a sip. Yeah, if you've tested out the webinar before and you're happy with it, you know what works with your ads and your targeting and stuff like that, then yeah, 7 to 10 days. That should be enough time to get enough people signed up, and also send out a few emails to get them excited so they show up to the live event. Question 3. I'm trying to set up an ad to target people who have liked a certain page. The page isn't showing up when I try to create my custom audience. Why? Yeah. This is something that happens if you're watching this and you're unsure what that means. When you're creating audiences for Facebook ads, there's a box which now says detailed targeting, and within that you can type in Facebook pages, and Facebook will then send your ad out to people who have expressed an interest in that particular Facebook page. Unfortunately, not all pages are available to target. There's no real criteria which Facebook define or have listed anywhere that says what a page needs to be able to target. I've heard it's to do with like how much engagement a page is getting, but I don't really know. There's nothing out there. So yeah, some pages you just can't target. What I'd say is use a tool called Audience Insights. So Audience Insights, you'll be able to find it in Ads Manager. And what that allows you to do is research your audience, so you'll be able to put in who you're targeting, and Facebook will analyse that audience and generate some results or data about that audience. Some of the data on there, so you'll type in your audience, and some of the data will be Facebook pages that that audience likes. So you could say, I mean, just an example off the top of my head here, say, I've done a lot of work with people who would have an interest, or who would be targeting people who have an interest in Marie Forleo, the business coach. So what you could do is you could enter her as an interest, and what Audience Insights will do is analyse all of the people who have an interest in Marie Forleo and give you other Facebook pages they're interested in that you could target. Hope that helps you out. As always, if you have any friends or if you know anyone who would benefit from anything that I've shared in this episode, tag them in the comments below, share this video out to them. I'd really appreciate it, because I'm trying to get out to as many people as possible. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at 9:30 AM tomorrow. Peace.